Hello everyone, welcome back again to another class from Mirage online program. You are watching Junior 2 class, and today we're going to study about how to change exclamative sentences to indirect speech. At the end of this class, you will exclaim with surprise that indirect speech is a very easy lesson. Okay, so we have studied many other types of sentences and their indirect speech form, and there are many similar rules for most of them, but there is a little bit exceptions for some of them. Like in some cases we changed the reporting verbs, and sometimes we change that formula. Sometimes we use that between two speech, sometimes we don't use that. So the important thing about indirect speech is this, that you should know the conception, the general conceptions, and also the general rules about that, and just the differences between each type of sentences. Okay, and today might be our last lesson from indirect speech, and that's about exclamative sentences. We have studied other types of sentences in both form and direct form and indirect form. And today we are gonna finish that indirect speech lessons. Okay. Let's go and study how to change exclamative sentences from direct speech to indirect speech. Okay. Not now, update later, view in the future. Okay, oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. How to change an exclamative sentences from direct speech into indirect speech. Okay, there is some rules that we are gonna first study, and then we are gonna go on examples. Okay. The first important thing about direct speech and indirect speech of exclamative sentences, the reporting verbs. Okay, reporting verbs are changed according to situation into exclamative with sorrow, exclaim with happiness, exclaim with surprise. Okay, so remember when we have studied about exclamative sentences, you knew that exclamative sentences or those type of sentences to show the strong feelings of happiness, surprise, sorrow, and some other types of feelings. Okay, so for example, when you say "Hurrah! I got first position," something like that, or when you say "You stole my money," okay. So something like that, or sometimes you say with surprise, or sometimes you say some to show your sorrow. Sometimes you use exclamative sentences to show your happiness. Okay, how happy you are. So when we change the exclamative sentences to indirect speech, remember we change our reporting verbs also. Okay. The reporting verbs should be changed according to what? According to the situation. You should understand first the meaning of sentences. Does it show sorrow? Does it show happiness? Does it show surprise? What type of feelings is that? Okay. So if it shows happiness, you say he or she exclaimed with sorrow. For sorrow, okay? If it is happiness, you say he exclaimed with happiness. If it is surprise, you say he exclaimed with surprise. Depends on situations, you change reporting verbs to exclaim with surprise, exclaim with happiness, exclaim with sorrow. Okay? And another rule. Number 2. How or what are removed. Remember, when we make example for exclamative sentences, sometimes we say different type of that. Okay, we say, what a happy teacher we have. Okay, that's one type of exclamative sentence. Or sometimes we say, you go outside and see that there is a very nice weather. You say, how a nice weather. Okay, that's also you use how or what. We have said that we use exclamative sentences. We make exclamative sentences by using how, what, or interjections. Okay, so when there is a what and how in direct speech and indirect speech, you're not going to use them anymore. Okay, you just use them in direct speech. In indirect speech, you remove how and what. Okay. The third formula, third rule, interjections are removed. Okay, interjections are removed. Remember, you have studied some interjections about like hurrah, aha, oh my god, oh my gosh, something like that. Okay, or probably any other types of interjections. But when you change it to indirect speech, you're not gonna use interjections also. Number 4, that comes between two speeds. That comes between two speeds. Remember, when you change exclamative sentences to indirect, between reporting speech and reported speech, that should be used. Okay, that's important. Number 5, before an adjective and adverb, the word very is used. Okay, so that's important. If we don't use how, we don't use what, we don't use interjections, so how we can show the quality of an adjective or an adverb? Okay, if you want to show that, you have to use very before what, before adjective or adverb in your sentences. Okay, now let's see the examples here, how these formulas and rules apply in sentences. Number 1 example here, he said, ouch, I was punished. So here, when you are changing it to indirect speech, the first one, I was punished. What kind of feeling is that? It is sadness. Okay, it is not happiness. So we say he exclaimed. Reporting verbs is changed to exclaimed with. So because this sentence shows sorrow, we say he exclaimed with sorrow. Okay, he exclaimed with sorrow. And we use that between these two speeches. That. He had been punished. I was punished. Okay, so it is simple past tense is changed to past perfect tense. He had been punished. Got it? Good job. Another example here. She said, what a good cheer it is. Okay, what a good cheer it is. So when you change it to indirect speech, at the first, it shows that. It shows surprise. What a good cheer it is. Probably that's magic cheer. When you change it to indirect speech, you say, she exclaimed with surprise. She exclaimed with surprise. For what? That it was a very good cheer. I have studied in the 5th formula that before an adjective and adverb, the word very is used. Look at this very here, and look at those good here. Do you have any very before this good here? No. But in indirect speech, because we have adjective here, good, you use very. Okay, that it was a very good cheer. Simple present tense is changed to simple past tense. Okay. And the other sentence, he said, hurrah, we defeat them. Okay, that's an interjections and indirect and direct speech of exclamative sentences. When you change it to indirect one, so you know that it shows that happiness, strong feeling of happiness. You say, he exclaimed with happiness. He exclaimed with happiness that they had defeated them. Okay, that they had defeated them. So here, that between two speeds, and they had defeated them is changed to the sentence we defeat them is changed to they had defeated, because we as first person is changed according to the subject. You remember the sun and 1, 2, 3 formula? Okay, the first person is changed according to subject. So the subject is he, so they should, we should be changed to they. Okay, we defeated them is changed to past perfect tense. Okay, they had defeated them. Third person is not changed. The lot them is not changed. Okay, so that's the what the indirect speech of exclamative sentences. I would just want to change one other example for you. That she said, wow. That's very simple example. Okay, she said, wow, that's so nice. Okay, when you change it to indirect speech, you say she exclaimed with what? Wow, that's so nice, with surprise. So it shows surprise. Okay, with surprise. That is used between two speech. Wow is removed. That's so nice. It's into simple past tense. That was so nice. So nice. So can give us the same meaning would vary here. Okay. Another time that you have to make first one example in direct speech and then change it to indirect speech. You have 2 minutes for that. So your time starts from now. Time for it. Make an example, change it to indirect speech, and let's see if there's any problem. Okay? Go ahead. Good. So the example is she said, "Oh my God, what a bad headache I have." Okay. So you put, "Oh my God," then quotation, interjection mark, and then all of them. "Oh my God, what a bad headache I have," is should come inside the quotation marks because the direct speech. Okay. And when you change it to indirect speech, she exclaimed with sorrow that she had a very bad headaches. Good example for indirect speech. But for the direct one, remember you need to use comma, quotation marks, interjection marks, and yeah, that marks are very important. Okay. So next day you will study about prepositions. So I want you guys practice more exclamative sentences in direct and indirect forms, and most importantly, you have to be able to use them in your talking and writing, okay, in a correct form. And because of that, for next day, you're gonna write a story, okay, and in your story, try to use different types of sentences and use, in some cases, direct form, direct speech, and in some cases, indirect speech form. So in this way, you can practice like in your real life. Okay, that's good. I guess that helps you to understand more the situations. So don't forget to write a story about your experience, or probably you wanna write a new story about something else, but write it and try to use different types of exclamative sentences, optative sentences, interrogative sentences, different types of sentences, and use direct form and indirect speech form. Okay, that's your homework for next day. And now that, please tell your to your classmates in the groups also about that. Probably if I forgot that. Okay, so they will understand about tomorrow's homework. So if you have any question, you have 1 minute to ask me. If you don't have any question today, so I'm gonna stop the class. Okay, looks like there's no question. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you're watching this class, this video in YouTube channel, please look. Yeah, I'm so surprised for that. Please subscribe our channel, and you can share our videos, like the videos, comment if you have any questions, any idea, anything to help us provide our videos better. So yeah, that's over for today. See you tomorrow, and you will have your story with you with practice of them with different types of sentences, and I will teach you something new. Okay, thank you, see you tomorrow.